everybody, it's Alara. I'm back, finally. I'm still a little bit phlegmy, but I'm not coughing every 5 words, so yay. So welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you so much for the support. It's been greatly appreciated. So we'll start off with the elephant in the room. My last floss tube, not my last video, my last floss tube, I announced a giveaway for my 500 subscribers. So I found a random comment picker. Of course, my tablet has locked. I don't know how, this is probably going to be another like super random video. I've made notes a little bit to try to follow. I've been sick for like a month straight, but not all the same sickness. Like I would feel better for a couple of days and then I would get sick, and then I'd feel better and then I'd get sick again. So I don't know if it was what's been going around. I didn't get tested. It's actually been kind of hard to find tests in Ohio as far as accuracy goes. So I didn't bother. I wasn't sick enough to need, thank goodness, to need medical intervention. I feel very lucky in that respect because I know that's not the case with everybody. We've actually lost a few people in the hammocking community that my business caters to. So it struck home recently. But anyways, so luckily my coughing has subsided. I can breathe. It definitely felt like I had somebody sitting on my chest for about a week, but anyways, so last video, if you stayed to watch till the very end, there was actually a second part of the giveaway. I'm actually going to do the drawing for that part of the giveaway first because I had talked about that you'll be eligible to win for the giveaway at the end, but you could enter for both, but you can't win both. So I need to draw for the first one, the second one first. And that was actually a bigger giveaway because I'm long-winded. So if you watch the whole of my videos, it's a big thank you for actually sticking around. I get it, not everybody can do that, but I do want to show my appreciation for that. So that's a $25 gift card, gift certificate, e-card, whatever you want to call it, to your LNS or website of choice. I know there was, I think, one entry, and I'll get better at these, that I didn't make it super like clear, crystal clear, that I needed you to fill out the Happy Mail form giveaway, or Happy Mail giveaway form. It's a Google Docs that was attached to that video, and in order to be fully eligible, you needed to have filled that out. So if you didn't catch that part, I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to, that won't be, words. It's been a while. I'm all nervous and stuff again. Because I want to make sure that the person who actually wins gets what they're supposed to win. So that being said, the key word for that, I had said in the video, was friend. A lot of people, and I know they watched to the end, so this is very hard for me to say. I've been trying to figure out how to do both, and I think I am going to do both in a way. A lot of people did friends with an S. I can't do friend and friends in the same picker. I've tried different ones. I tried different ways of putting it in the picker. I'm sorry, Claire, you're gonna see all sorts of stuff back there. And it won't let me do both. So what I have decided is, for those of you who just did friend, that's for the $25 gift card. For the first part of the video, the keyword was tree. that's a $15 gift card, as a thank you for coming in and stopping and saying hi and being with me for however long you are able to. And then I think I'm going to do kind of a runner-up for the friends part of the giveaway, and that'll be a $10 gift card. I won't do that on every video or every giveaway that I do. I will make it more clear that it has to be that specific word. But I definitely still wanted to say thank you to the people who I know you were there. I know you were there till the end. It was obvious to me, but because it wasn't specifically, in order to be fair, I can't do friends and exclude other people. Anyway, hope you understand. So, I've got the URL in the comment picker, and hopefully the glare isn't too bad. So I'm gonna do keyword filter, and first one is for friend, and that was 25 comments. And here we go. Good luck, everybody. Ooh, ooh. Denise D. All right, so I wish I had a close friend like you that I could go to retreats to. Well, I feel a lot of what you feel, and I can relate. I would love to go to a retreat where I could also meet you. I want to call you a friend. Denise, thank you so much. Those words mean so much to me. I wish I could meet all of you at retreats, because man, that was fun. So Denise, let me double check really quick. Oh, it's on my phone. I forgot to pull that up. At this point, I will assume, Denise, that you filled out the Happy Mail form, and I'll send you an email to confirm, and then we'll get the gift card situated. Yeah. So congratulations, Denise. All right, now I've got to pull the video again. And then this time we will go back to our tree keyword for the first part of the giveaway. And that was 35 comments. Here we go. Good luck. Ignore my nails. Crafting with Natalia. Okay, I'm not going to read that whole comment. It's very long. By the way, oh my gosh, I enjoyed you guys' tree stories so much. So thank you so much for really like diving into what I had asked, because that was so much fun. Oh my goodness. We have a big live tree, and it's always my job to decorate it. And when I was a kid, that was my job. We put on the lights as a family, and then I was the one that did the ornaments at the next day after school. So congratulations, Crafting with Natalia. I believe you have filled out the form, so I will email you as well. And then let me pull the video one more time. And this is for the runner-up, for the friend part of the giveaway. As friends. Yeah, see, there were 14 comments with friends in it. Now, again, Denise and Natalia will not be eligible, so if it pulls their comments, I'll redraw. Because I don't, no duplicate winners on one giveaway. So here we go. And I don't know how to say that. Galani? I don't remember seeing your name on the Happy Mail form, so I may end up redrawing for that, and I will put that announcement as a pinned post in the comments if that happens, because I don't remember seeing your name in the Happy Mail form, so I'm sorry if that's not the case. Hopefully it is, or isn't, so that I can get you your runner-up. Okay guys, just kidding. I found a way to record the comment pick. So congratulations, Devi. All right, so there's that. Thank you for playing. That was a lot of fun for me. I had really hoped to have that done before Christmas, so I apologize that it has been so long in coming. But again, I was pretty sick. I couldn't talk. I'm pretty tired pretty quickly as far as like energy goes. But I'm getting there. Okay, so if you are going to stick around for anything after the giveaway announcement, winner announcement, words are very hard today, guys. Buckle up, because it's going to be a long one. I'm sure you'll be able to see in how long the video is, because I have not stopped stitching even while I was sick. I slowed down as far as work, my day job, because it's 3 o'clock in the morning right now. Yeah, we're still on that kick. But it was very hard there's a lot of more body movements and stuff like that while I'm working, so I slowed a lot down. I've got a lot of catching up to do, but I have 9 projects to show you guys as far as stitching goes, and I was writing down my stitch totals. They're not that small. So let's dive on into it. So I have 5 projects that you've seen before that I've got some progress on. And then 4 new starts. I was on a new start kick apparently. But, I don't have planned new starts usually. It's just if I feel like starting something, I'm going to start something. I want to show you this too. I got, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with JoJo's Arts. I have one of his art pieces in my pile here that I'm going to show you. But I love his artwork, and I bought myself a gift. I got a sweatshirt, a hoodie, but it's actually really hot, so I'm going to take it off because I'm all nervous and I got hot. So I'm going to take it off and try not to flash anybody because I don't like pausing videos. Okay. So we have, this is not going to be in any particular order. I did a little bit of work, a little more work. Sorry. I usually don't edit much or as far as like cutting stuff out, but if I have any coughing fits, I'll cut those out. Try and keep my throat liquefied. So Lightweaver, I actually did I went to UPS to do some Amazon returns and had them print out some pretty color sheets for me because, look at me, look at that. I don't really want to do all the inserting. I still have to do some editing, but the less I have to do, the better. So this is a Heaven and Earth Designs by Michelle Lee Phelan, and this is the supersized max color version of Lightweaver, and I got almost 1,000 more stitches in from the last time. Stick it over here. So you can see I did find the very tip of his wing, and then I stopped. No, I didn't. I lied. I had stopped a stitching session at that point, and then I started my next set. And apparently I did not finish that square. But this is done 1/1 full cross. And I'm going to mention that because I have done, if you follow me on Instagram, it's Alera918. I do try to post. I haven't been posting every day. Like I said, December, I barely wrote anything down, let alone posted much. But I do try to post update progress on there relatively frequently. So if you follow me there, you'll have seen that progress. I don't know where I was going with it. Follow me on Instagram. I'm having a whole lot of, sorry if that's loud. I'm having a whole lot of fun over there. There's a whole other community of Instagram folks, stitchy folks, that I never really knew existed. Not all of them are here on YouTube, but a lot of them are. So, hi guys. Then I did a very measly 101 stitches, and my little cover paper is getting a little beat up. But this is Firewalker. It's a Gecko Rouge kit, art by Jonas Jodecki. And I did, the last time I showed you guys, I think I had got all the 939 dark blue done. And I pulled them out and stuck another 100 stitches in. And you can see it's hard. I feel these are all the holes up in here have been filled in now. And just started filling in here, but it didn't really hold my attention, so I only did about 100 stitches, 101. I think part of it is because while I don't mind color blocking, I don't like going in and filling in ninja stitches and just doing ninja stitches. So, oh, that's where I was going. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I have changed methods of stitching recently, pretty heavily. Parking started it. Let's see. Next, I worked on Beloved Flipped. This is Heaven and Earth Designs by Adele Sessler. And this is the flip version because I wanted their rings to be on their left fingers. Because this reminds me of my husband and I. Not that I'm an elf. Maybe I would like to be, if they existed. I'm still in the background. I got 200 stitches done. Does not look any different. 1, 2, that's it. That's, oh no, oh, I did 1 here, or 2 here, something, I don't know. I did a stitch with me, showed you parking methods, so it's a little wonky as far as the steps go. So, that's it. That's all the further I've got. Nothing exciting. I need to get back into that one so I can get into his hair, because his hair is the next thing that makes an appearance, and that's 310. Next up, I don't have a cover sheet for this one. Melaganos, also Heaven and Earth Designs, by Piawana Chiawong. And this is the one that I decided 2/1 25 count full cross. 2/1 full cross on 25 count was too bulky. I like the coverage. I did not like how hard it was getting to stitch in that. So I switched not only from, I was doing cross country originally. Here, I'll show you. I was doing cross country originally, just kind of following the stripes. And then I started parking, and the way I was parking, it made more sense to do if the stripes were going this way. So I switched to the other side to start parking, and I switched to 10 stitch. I'm doing 10 stitch 3/1. So it's still a little bit bulky in the back, but not as bad. And with the parking, I can still get in the holes. So, so now there's my progress. And I didn't grid all the way over, but I did count my 10s to make sure that these match up, hopefully. And I counted it like 3 times. So cross your fingers for me that these will meet up and match when I get to the other side. But I really, I was watching Suki, the Brown-Eyed Stitcher. She changed her YouTube name not long after I shouted her out, which is totally fine. It matches her Instagram name a little bit more. And I like how the 10 stitch looks a lot better. It doesn't have that like textured kind of look to it. But you really, you can't tell. You can't tell that it's not full cross at all. But I feel like I'm pretty picky as far as coverage goes. I feel like I do more strands than a lot of people on their 10 stitches. But you know, that's not a bad thing for either way. If you want to do 2/1 10th stitch on 25th count, that is fine. It's just not how I want to roll. Okay. Next I worked on, well, not next, you know what I mean. Purple Unicorn, which I forgot to write down, by Charlie Darling. This is also a Gecko Rouge kit. This was a birthday present from my husband. I don't know. I don't know how, here, you'll see. You'll see the difference. I worked a little bit more on this. I think maybe for 1 or 2 days, not a whole lot. Maybe. I could be lying. Because it's been so long. I don't remember what I've done. Is it focusing on that? No, probably not. Hide. But I got his little hairy ear in there. And there's a lot more confetti than I was expecting, than I was thinking there was on this. Which, whew, boy, I'm gonna get real good at confetti based on this last new start that I've done. And finally, of my whips, I worked on Summer Stroll. I'm not gonna put the picture up because she's pretty much, you can see what she looks like. It's just details going in. I added more back stitch to the flowers here. The basket is completely finished now. And I started on her dress as far as back stitching goes. So I don't know. Oh, there's some purple fuzz. Yeah. I got, it's really hard to see, guys, I'm sorry. But you can see I got down along the trim here started. So the back stitching on this, it's going to add a lot of detail, but it's really subtle detail as far as what's going to pop. So I was really kind of hoping to have her completely finished by now, but boy, I've really got to be in the mood to do back stitching because I hate it. It's getting a little better, but I still have to be in the mood for it. All right. The rest of these are all new starts. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen these already. I started Bright and Starlight by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Sherry Gerhardt. And this one obviously is round, and I was like, how the heck do I start a round? I don't know. I don't know how to start a round. Because in my head, parking the way I do it and starting, it's got to be a box. It's got to be a square. So I decided to be a little weird, but I'm telling you what, I'm having fun with this. I started in the middle. Oh, sorry. Smack dab in the middle. Wait a minute. Is this... hang on, I gotta figure out which way's up. Which way is up? There we go. So these are her fingers. I'll stick a picture in so that you can see a little bit more about what's going on here. But I am basically doing these in 4 quadrants. So I'm stitching this diagonal this way. And you can see I quartered off the piece because I was actually getting confused myself which square was ending where and whatever. So, and then this quadrant I will build this way. This one will come this way, and of course this one will come this way. So I'm in process of making this into a diamond basically, so that these are all relatively even. And then I'll just continue basically working in a circle outwards and on a diagonal. So that one's been really fun. I worked on that one for 3 days and got 2,055 stitches. Oh, and Malaganos, that whole corner, that was like 3,000 stitches I got done in 3 days. That one goes so fast. It's not a supersized, it's a limited edition chart that they had up for like a month. So that's just the regular color, so it's just zooming along. LiQWYD I worked on for 4 days. Beloved I did 2 little sessions on. Firewalker was just 1 day. Yeah. 3 days. 2,000 stitches. But that was fun. So, all right. Next, I started. This is not, to my knowledge. Excuse me. To my knowledge, this is not available for purchase yet. Kaylee, I don't know how to say her Instagram name. I'll put it here. Kaylee Kyrif is what I hear in my head when I see it. She has started designing patterns. And I saw this and I thought it was the cutest thing. And we'd been chatting back and forth on Instagram messages for a while anyway. And she was kind enough to message me and say, would you like this pattern? Yes, because it's so cute. Nomies, right here. So snuggle up, Nomies, it's cold outside. So I started this right away and got 1,679 stitches in. I only worked on it for 4 days, and then I started feeling really crappy right after I got here, and then I got distracted and I need to pick this back up because it's a winter piece, and it's kind of a test stitch for her to give her some feedback. I am doing this 1/1 full cross on a piece of linen, something that I had, natural linen. It was just an eBay purchase, so I'm not sure what brand, if any, it is. So, and I pretty much gridded the whole thing. No, I didn't, just kidding. I lied. I measured it out and then gridded a big portion of it. So that's my start on that. But thank you, Kaylee. It's so cute, and I can't wait to get some more done on that. I'm actually going to pick that up again, I think, tonight and work on it. Depending on if I have time to stitch, because I'm sure this is going to take some editing to get done. All right, my next new start was a Christmas Day start, because my sweet husband, got me 4 new Heaven and Earth designs. I had kind of forgotten that I sent him my wish list for my birthday, and he had saved it and picked out some charts. He was so cute. He had no idea how Heaven and Earth Designs works. So he had bought it like a month before Christmas. And a couple of days before Christmas, he's like, I don't know when yours is going to get here. I thought they'd be here by now. And I was thinking maybe he got something off Gecko Rouge again. And he was like, no, this is a different one. He was like, I don't want to, but I need to ask you about it so that I know if I did it right. He was like, I picked some stuff out on that Heaven and Earth Designs page, but I don't have it yet. I was like, what do you mean you don't have it yet? He was like, well, it hasn't come. I was like, did you get a PDF of it? Did you look on the account to see if it was downloadable? He was like, it's not a thing that you hold? I was like, no. He's so cute. Oh, so I had to show him how to download and where to go, and I didn't know what I was getting until actual Christmas Day. That's when I found out. But yeah, he thought it was like a kit. No, not for $20, or basically. So, but I had to start one of those charts. I actually had him pick the chart of the 4 that he got me, and I'll show you the other 3. I had him pick out which one he wanted me to start. And I don't understand how she named it. Castlefest Wendelin Aotenshi. It's by Babette Vandenberg. And she is just gorgeous. This dress, I cannot get over her dress. So it's not super size, or it's not, yeah, it's a regular size, regular color version. And I worked on this one for 4 days. I was on a roll. And I got almost 4,000 stitches in. Rawr. And as you can see, I am parking, and I am doing this 2/110 stitch. I have decided that I am possibly a 10 stitch convert, at least on full coverage pieces, because it does move so much faster. And if I want to get even a fraction of the pieces done in my lifetime that I want to, I'm going to have to do 10 stitch on a lot of these. While I did switch Melaganos over to 10 stitch from full cross, I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to switch any of my other pieces over that are not already started as 10 stitch. I know Lightweaver is going to take 20 years to do as a full cross piece, but I don't know, something about that piece just feels like it needs to be full cross. So we're going to keep it that way. And then my final start was my New Year, New Start of Once Upon a Fairy Tale. This is a very popular piece. I'm sure you people have seen it everywhere. I am doing the supersized max color version. See if I can get that. Sometimes I feel like the pictures online don't do these justice. Just so the colors in Amy Stewart's pieces and the details are just amazing. So even though this is my newest new start, this is probably going to end up being a pretty big focus piece for me. I have tentatively joined some of the challenges in full coverage Fanatics, and I'm in Dizzy's Stitchers Facebook group. And Jane Croxford, I think is how her last name is. Apparently I'm good at butchering names. Jantina Stitches, I shouted her out last time and I felt horrible because it came out wrong, and when I'm editing I'm like, really? So Jantina, I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, I'm sorry I butchered your name last time. I knew how to say your name, it just came out wrong. So anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Max color of her pieces is no joke. I was not prepared mentally for this. Whew. But her tiny little figures in these, it's just gonna have to, that's just gonna be my life, is the confetti. So I made a joke on my Instagram post on this one. Let's see if I can get that so that you can see. There's like 30 park threads on that square. About making sacrifices to the confetti gods so that this goes smoothly. So I am still doing this. I'm doing it 2/1 10 stitch. I'm doing a loop start method, which helps a little bit, but I cut my thread to a uniform size, basically a meter per length. So if there's only one stitch, that gets clipped, and then I can't really do a loop start on the next thread. But now that I've got a little bit of a start, and with parking I've got room to slip underneath the stitches. But wow, yeah, that confetti is no joke. So I'm gonna have a love-hate relationship with this piece. I'm gonna love it more than I don't, but yeah, if you're considering doing a max color version of one of Amy Stewart's pieces, be prepared. So I am, but what I was saying as far, wow, bounce, I'm like a rabbit, bounce. I know a lot of people have already started it. I think there's a Facebook group specifically for this piece. But I started it with Sharon from Sharon's Crafty Creations here on YouTube, and I think that's her, that's her Instagram name too. She hasn't made a video for a while, but I love the videos she's made before. She did a lot of knitting and crocheting videos, but and Janet Duchette from here on YouTube and Instagram, and Bronze Stitching Adventures here on YouTube, and Oh, Braun, I'm sorry, I can't remember your Instagram name. She's gonna be working on it with us, and I know there's one more person. She just made a comment on my post on Facebook today, and now her name is just, sorry, I see your post. Your name is eluding me. Starts with a J. Anyway, we're doing the Once Upon a Fairy Tale SAL 2022, but it's all abbreviated here. So if you have this, I don't care how far along you are in it. If you just want more support, even if you're in other groups and other, whatevers, if you feel like throwing the hashtag on your Instagram posts, I'm following it in my feed. I would love to see your progress too. So yeah, feel free. I'm not doing any kind of like, you have to have this many stitches in 1 month in order to be part of my SAL. No, it's just stitching with friends. That's all it is. Stitching with friends. Cheerleading apparently that I need. Oh, sorry about that. Cheerleading that I need apparently for my confetti trials. So yeah. So those are my projects that I have worked on over the last, 3 weeks? I think it was the last time I posted a video. Okay, so next up. Okay. I wanted to I have a note here that I don't know what I mean. I'm really good about that. Making a note that I have no idea how to interpret. I never took notes in school because I could never understand what I made notes of. I did want to do a couple of shout outs. Mary from Daydream Stitcher. It's been a few weeks actually since I have watched her videos, but I really enjoyed watching. I started from the beginning, of course, as I do, and got to a certain point and then like stopped for the night or whatever, and then distracted, of course, because that's the name of the game with me lately. She did a lot of samplers, but also some full coverage too. But I just enjoyed her videos. And it was her son has been helping her edit recently, and he's, it was fun. Go watch her. And then just yesterday, I started watching Amy Clarissa from Allegro Stitches, and she has the most musical voice. Oh my goodness! And she's a music teacher. I know she said harp. She teaches like harp lessons, and she said something else with that, and now it's in one ear and out the other. But her very first video, her toddler did a video bomb, and it was the cutest thing. But yeah, I could listen to her talk all day long. So I've been enjoying her videos. Go check her out. She only has like 384 subscribers. I can't believe she doesn't have more, because I found her quite entertaining, and I liked her videos. So, I also wanted to, and I apologize that this has been so long in coming. Debbie from Creatively Yours. She is Feathers' husband's been stuffing quilts again. She's part of the Stitchketeers from like Jemima the Rocking Stitcher and Jantina Stitches. They're all friends over in the Netherlands. But Debbie shouted me out on one of her videos, and Debbie, I appreciate that so much, so thank you. And James, the PH Stitcher, he is over in the Philippines. He has been doing a lot of Al Forrest embroidery, and man, he's enabling me, but I'm on a we'll talk about that later. I can't do it. I can't buy them. I won't buy them. Must be strong. And he stitches really, really fast, like really fast. I don't know how he does it, because he's a teacher over in the Philippines. But he shouted me out. So James, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. So I had purchased, okay, so next I want to do some haul, but not, and some stitchy kindness. and my Christmassy charts that my husband got me. I had a few charts from last year that I didn't get into Pattern Keeper, forgot to talk about, so I pulled them up on the tablet, and I wanted to show you before I forgot again. If I can unlock my tablet. Hello. There we go. So I had gotten one of the mermaid input into Pattern Keeper. I haven't got these other ones in. I don't know if I'm going to put them in Pattern Keeper, to be honest. I may just print them off and work off, or just work off the tablet, reading the chart without marking it. I've done it before when I was younger. It's scary, but I may end up doing that just because there's a lot of fractional stitches and blended threads. So I got these off of Passione Ricamo. I believe she's Italian, but she does the site is, I'll put it here and I'll link it down below as well. But it's partly in Italian, partly in English. But she does fancy ladies, and I need another fancy lady. Like, I need a hole in the head, but I had already bought these last year, so I just forgot to share them. And I had UPS print them off, but it's got my my information watermarked into the pattern, so I didn't want to show that. So there's that. This is Serendipity Faye, and some of her designs are just absolutely gorgeous. And I don't think this is going to be like a true to color, because this is like a picture of a stitch piece. And I'm not sure how true that glare, how true the picture of the picture is. So that's Serendipity Faye. And the other one I got was Enchanted Fairy. It doesn't have it on the picture that I pulled up. Or if it does, it's in Italian. But I just thought they were so gorgeous. And they have so many other beautiful, or she has so many other beautiful pieces. Nikki Crafts actually stitched up Moon Sweet Moon. It was another one on their website that made me go look at what she had. And there's just so many gorgeous ones. But they have beads and, very similar to Mirabilia's and Nora Corbett's and all that like. The other one that I completely forgot to show you, I got from Etsy. I totally forgot to write down which Etsy shop. I'll have it linked below. But this is a pattern by Olga Lankovic, Eden Serpent. Now, I actually have a snake. I have a ball python. I'm looking to rehome him simply because our house is a little bit too chaotic. Poor guy. But that's just so gorgeous. And I found this pattern in a couple of other shops, but the artist was not credited and it was cheaper, so I don't think that they had licensed. This seller did license. So I'll put them below if you're interested. So, and I think there was at least one more snake of hers that I'm gonna, if I ever actually get to that one and want a companion piece, I'm gonna message the seller and see if she can get the other one licensed too. Anyway, so I wanted to show you the other 3 charts that my husband got me for Christmas. Which was, Crystal Garden. These are all Heaven and Earth designs, if you didn't catch that in my blabbering earlier. This is by Rose Kahn. And this is one I'd had in and out of my cart, I don't know how many times. And he picked it out for me. So, I love the colors in this one, the blues and just so gorgeous. And yeah, there's the mock-up if you want to see that. Interested in it. Not that you can see it because of the glare. The next one is also by RoseCon. And this is Mini Celestial Rainbow Dancer. And I had actually got this before I saw the Bright and Starlight piece, because it reminded me of Starlight, only with a horn. The detail is not fantastic in the mock-up, but I do feel that the mock-ups don't do the stitched piece justice, so I'm hoping it turns out really good. And the last one is Mini Mermaid at Sunset, and I'm hoping these minis will help me use up some of the smaller pieces of fabric that I have, and that I can use the really big 28 count Aida that I have for my big pieces, because you know I'm going to stitch all the things before I die. This is Mini Mermaid at Sunset by Elena Lazareva. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but I just absolutely love the colors in this piece. So I don't know when I'm going to get to these. Like I said, I did start Castle Fest, and these are not any of the max colors, so hopefully I can make those move pretty well once I get going on them. My friend Mary from Mary's Stitching Corner is amazing, and she messaged me, and I had been talking with her for a while, so I felt comfortable giving her my real name, my secret identity, and my address, because she wanted to send me a card. And she hand makes cards and sells them on Etsy. So go check her out. She's got some really cute cards in there. But and it's like a squishy, it's kind of a raised little card. Just thought that was super cute. But then Stinker sent me a needle minder, a little dragon. Isn't he cute? So she did not have to do that. Mary, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your friendship. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use him on, but he's going to be going on a project. So, and then my bestie down in Florida, she sent me a project bag, like an actual fancy dancy project bag. And she knows I work in hoops, so she got me a round one. I don't know what I still have the tag on it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in this yet, but it's got all sorts of like storage pockets and where I can put all my stuffs in. I know she got it off of Amazon, but I'm sorry, I don't know what seller or anything. If anybody is like really needs to know, I'll message her, like leave a comment and I'll message her and ask her what shop she got it from. I'll see if she can send me a link. So that's it. So no real haul. A lot of people are doing, so I guess we're moving into plants. A lot of people are doing no new starts for 2022. That is not, I cannot promise that. I am actually to the point where I won't be able to start many because number one, I don't have enough space. That's my like furnace room. It's got a chest freezer, a stand-up fridge, freezer, and like our water heater and stuff in there. So it's not a huge space. I have a shelf with some drawers and that's it. That's what I have for storage right now. And it's overflowing. I don't have enough room to have a whole bunch of projects. At least not at the moment. Maybe once children move out and I have a craft room area, that will change. But I realized when I was kitting up when I was kitting up Once Upon a Fairy Tale, I am direly short of, I like to use, sorry guys, I know I'm not finishing a full sentence to save my life today. I haven't talked in like a month, so all the words are trying to come out all at once. I use these guys. I got these off of Amazon, but I did order like, I don't know, 30 more or something off AliExpress. So they're just the plastic floss card organizers, but I'm not getting any more after that. That's plenty for storage. But I like using those to kit up, and I didn't have enough. So now, like, I stole some out of LiQWYD. So I can work on, because I didn't kit him up right. I was smart with Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And I pulled out all that I needed and put my stickers on. And these are the DMC numbers. I did draw the symbols on Bright and Starlight. I am not doing that for 238 colors. Nope. So I'm just flipping through, but I did these in order on all of them. But that takes up, what is that, 9? Yeah, 9 cards just to kit this up. And it's not fully kitted yet. I kit as I go, which is probably why I haven't made nearly as much progress as I wanted to see so far on it. Barring the like bright yellow colors, because that was a part of a D-kit that I did to salvage enough of these to do. These are all in that tiny little section already. I know those of you who have done really heavy confetti pieces are like, you're not telling us anything new. Get over yourself. It's shocking to me because it's new. I didn't do that right on LiQWYD. I just pulled it out, put it on the next hole, and put a sticker on, and that was... I'm like, I'm not going to be able to find the colors that I need when I want to if I continue doing that, because he's a max color as well and has like 200 and some colors. So I'm going to re-kit what I have once I get enough cards in, and I'll redistribute and do that right on him. I'm also saddened to find that I actually have a list. I don't know it's there, so I'm covering it up. I have a list of flosses that I need already. Like, how? You've seen my stash of if you've seen my previous videos, I went eBay crazy for floss and got like 4 bin fulls. I mean, I have a whole set, but I'm already, like, with the number of whips that I've got, I've already pulled enough to deplete a couple of those colors. And Once Upon a Fairy Tale uses the 1 through 35 new color set numbers. I only have 1 of each of those, and that was for, I was kitting up Princess Eliana. I stole it a little bit out of there already because I'm like, I'm not going to start her any day soon, and I'm already missing colors off of Once Upon a Fairy Tale. So, why did I close that? I'm still looking at notes. So yeah, so I'm going to probably, and I think, while I do love DMC, I'm debating on whether I want to use like Joann's 20% off your total purchase coupons and get real DMC, or if I'm going to pay like 8 cents a skein and just order them out of China for like the Sullivan's brand, or Grand Amo store is who I use from AliExpress. They ship like within hours of me ordering, and it really only takes a couple of weeks to get here. Generally speaking, I've ordered 2 or 3 times from them. You can pick whatever colors you want, and you have to order in like 36, 50, 100, 200 increments. But they've never missed a thread. They've never made a mistake in my order, even when they're all over the place as far as the numbers go. I give them in order in a logical fashion, hopefully, so that helps them when they're pulling numbers. But yeah, it's like it's super cheap to do that way, and I just spent a lot of money over the last year, 2 years. Yeah, since the start of the pandemic, and I'm reining it in. I have to. I don't have a choice. So that is actually part of my plans. Like I was saying, a lot of people are doing no new starts for 2022. While I may still have a couple, I want to start a couple of planned starts. My thing is going to be no new charts for 2022. No new charts. So anything that I am going to purchase, like with the thread organizers, are going to be things that I actively need, actively want to complement. None of this is a need, let's be real. But to actively support what whips I'm doing. I'm not going to buy floss to kit anything new up unless I actually start it, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to start things just so I can kit them up. If I'm not going to work on them, I'm going to, I'm not going to buy anything else for them. I'm not gonna, I have plenty for the sake of having crap at this point. And there is a point where you just have to say enough is enough. I think we all go through it. I don't feel like anyone should be shamed for having a stash if you can afford it, if you're taking care of things that need to be taken care of. And I'm to the point where it's going to start crossing over into that other realm of irresponsibility. Could I have saved the money and had it for rainy days? Sure. But I mean, that's the story of our lives, right? We could always have something for whatever breaks down. And while I don't necessarily believe in living completely paycheck to paycheck, I also don't understand never doing something for yourself like this hobby. Do I need 500 whips? Or even the, I don't know, 20 that I probably have? Do I need all the stash kits that I have? No, none of it's a need, but I enjoy it. And that's the point. The point is to enjoy it. Within reason. Some people's within reason definition is different than others, and that's okay. If your within reason is one active whip and one kit waiting to go when you're done, that's okay. If your idea of reasonable and what you want to do is to have 500 whips and work on something different every day of the year, okay, 365 whips, and that's reasonable to you, that's okay. We're all different, and that's part of what makes this everything so exciting, is that everybody's different. Everybody has a little bit of... Anyway, I'm gonna climb down off that soapbox now. I have reached my max reasonable, and I'm okay with that. I have no guilt for what I have. If I need to or want to, I'll sell extra of, like the diamond paintings that I have that I'm saving for retirement now. So anyways, moving on. I did make another purchase after I just went on about this whole, but this is for the active need kind of thing. And I saw Angela Loves to Stitch. Excuse me, it's the pop. I've been trying to catch up on her videos recently too. And she had an idea, she passed on an idea of, I really like the floss drop idea, but every time I look at them, like one of the acrylic ones is $1 a piece, no matter where I look. I'm like, I'm not going to shell out that kind of money for floss drops. Awesome idea, durable, they're going to last forever. I just don't want to invest that kind of money for how many I would want at this point. So I was watching her, and she said that she had gotten this idea from somebody else, she wasn't sure who, about the Kraft paper gift tags that she got on Amazon and then punched a hole in them. And now is using them for floss drops. Well, I want to be able to, the leftover thread that is out of the skein or off, I don't want to use bobbins anymore because they kink up the thread really bad, and it's not as accessible to me when I go to pull a length of thread off. So I want to move away from bobbins. I like my big storage with the floss away bags on the binder rings, but when I'm done with floss and want to de-kit, I want to be able to go from the organizer onto an individual floss drop and put that in the floss away bag so that it's still not organized, so that it doesn't get tangled and whatnot. It's still accessible, and I can just pull off the thread. Anyway, I want to use those for kitting down. So that's going to be a thing, because I'm going to have to punch all those holes when they get here. But I found like a pack of 100 for like $4 on Amazon. I'll link it down below. I don't know. I think that's like a sale that they're having. But you can kind of expand your search from that if you're interested. Oh, February. I've been kind of thinking a little bit ahead. I don't like to do a whole lot of specific planning, but I have been thinking a little bit. There's been the videos and stuff that I'm watching. I'm hitting a lot of Mania videos, and I'm not sure yet what I want to do for Mania. I haven't decided. I probably won't know until I get there. But I did think, okay, well, the play on words with Mania and starting all the things. And then there's Sania, where I'm not sure what definition that has. Like if it's just work on what you have or whatever. Anyway, Monogamania, where it's just, that kind of play on words. I'm like, what about a finish at February? I think I'm going to do a finish at February. Because I've got Summer Stroll. She's this close to being done. I have the Sorceress, who is a little bit more closer to being less close, but just backstitch on her, and she's done. I have Be a Light. That's just this tiny little kit that would, if I concentrated on it, could be done in a few days. So I think I won't necessarily have like this, it's all got to be finished. But I think what I will do is I will take my closest pieces to a finish, starting with Summer Stroll. She has the least amount to be done, and work on her until she's done. And then move on to the Sorceress and work on her until, so kind of like a monogamous hybrid in February, finish at February. And I think with my backstitch parts, I'm going to use a hashtag, beat the backstitch. Because if you've watched any of my videos, I'm not a fan of backstitch, which is why I really gravitate towards these full coverage pieces that don't require backstitch. It makes pieces absolutely gorgeous. I love what it does for pieces. I am just, even though it makes progress on a piece, it doesn't grow the piece, if that makes sense for me. So I feel like I'm not doing that progress that I want to see when I'm backstitching. It's kind of like fully finishing objects. I have a pile of diamond paintings that I need to seal because they're the cheap crap that the beads are popping off a little bit, and I'm going to be gifting them to some people who don't necessarily know not necessarily how to take care of them, that's not what I want to say, but where I don't want them to have to stress if something pops off. They don't have to know how to take care of a diamond painting with that. So I have some, I forget what it's called. Put a picture here that I got off Amazon. I can see it in my head. There. That I'm going to seal them with, and then I've got some frames that my father-in-law handmade that I need to stain. I got stain for it. But I feel, and it's so stupid, I feel like it takes away from whatever I want to be doing at that moment, be it like actively diamond painting or actively cross stitching. I'm very much a process crafter, So once that main process is over, then I'm good. But at the same point in time, I've got, all these finishes that need to be FFO'd, or getting very close to that point. So finish it February. I think maybe I'll include my FFOs that I need to do. I'll get my diamond painting sealed and actually get to the owners that need to have them, because I told them they were Christmas presents in 2020. And that's not very good. Close my book again. It's a fidget thing. So that's it for stitchy stuff. An hour into it. That's it. Oh yeah. I told you I'm long-winded, and it's been 3 weeks and I haven't talked to anybody. Like, literally, I haven't talked for like 3 weeks. So you poor guys get all of it. So yeah, life updates. I don't even know where to start, because it's been forever. We've had Christmas and everything. Everybody's been busy. You guys, I'm sure, have been busy. I had 3 of my kids turn 17 within a week of each other. So that's weird. I feel old. It was good. It was good. My husband gave me the plague, whatever it was. He was coughing for like a week. He bounces back a lot easier than I do. When it comes to respiratory infections, I've always picked them up very, very easily. They've always kicked my butt. I've had pneumonia several times in my life. I was sick with walking pneumonia for a month and a half before I even knew I was sick. I mean, I knew I was sick, but I was working in the restaurant industry with no health insurance. And that's just what you do when you work in an industry that, number one, doesn't give you any kind of paid sick time or sick time in general. So yeah, I worked with pneumonia around food for a month. That's the American food industry for you. You don't get sick days. You don't get vacation days. You are lucky to get any kind of health insurance, but it's probably not going to be any kind of good health insurance. It's going to be like catastrophic health insurance that kicks in once you've paid a $5,000 deductible. I'm not kidding. $5,000. Nobody has that, especially if you work in the food industry. So anyway, bronchitis, I don't know how many times. So yeah, respiratory infections. So I've been a hermit for 2 years. My husband has done pretty much all the running that we needed to do. He was the one always going to the grocery, because I really couldn't afford to get. I still can't. I've been boosted. That was part of my feeling ill drama. I got my booster right after I started feeling better. So between my last video and when I wanted to record, again, I got boosted, and it knocked me on my butt for 4 days, because my immune response to viral stuff that's, in your chest and head and things like that is pretty extreme. So I was in bed and groggy and tired for like 4 days, and then my husband brought home the nasty cough, and then I ended up picking it up, and that's been my life for Christmas and New Year's. I'm not bitter. Keep that stuff to yourself. Let's see. Oh, the toddler. The toddler has discovered scissors. Luckily, and his play area is where, like my sewing area is for our business. Luckily, he found the scissors and stayed away from our customers' materials, because I had a hammock in progress on the table when he discovered scissors. One of my tape measures is now neatly in inch pieces, I think. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention if he cut them at inch marks, but yeah, he tiny little pieces. He was chopping up the thing, and are you guys familiar? I'm sure you've seen the pincushion tomatoes. It's not a tomato anymore. He cut he cut those. Yeah. I lifted it up and just bloop. But yeah, otherwise it's been mostly been asleep. At least it's felt like it. I was actually on a day walker schedule for a little while, but not really, because I was sleeping like 12 or 14 hours a day, being sick. As soon as I started feeling a little bit better, the sleeping at night didn't happen again. So, which it is what it is. At this point, I'm embracing it. I take the kids to school in the morning. I come home, I crash, I get up, and do it over again. Now, that being said, I told my husband, my kids, so this is technically Monday, my kids have dentist appointments tomorrow after school. So I told my husband, I'm going to sleep as long as possible tonight, Monday day. Just let me sleep. I'll get up when I get up, take the kids to school, and then stay up, take my kids to the dentist appointment, and maybe have a couple of days where I'm awake. We'll see. The last time I did it, it lasted for literally a day because I slept and overslept. So I wasn't tired until 5 in the morning the next day. But yeah, hopefully the new year goes a little bit better this year for a lot of people I know. Kentucky, the Kentucky tornadoes went through just before Christmas. That was not too far south of us. We actually got a lot of the wind leftovers from that storm. I took a little video. I don't know, maybe I'll insert here. But you can see or hear the wind. It wasn't necessarily, I mean, you could see the trees moving a little bit at the top, but you could just, it was like a freight train with the jet stream blowing from that storm. So, and then of course the Denver fires that just went through. You know, a lot of people are starting 2022 off just as rough as any other year. So I can't necessarily celebrate too hard with those losses, like kind of right on my back doorstep. But I'm optimistic that it will get better. I hope it gets better for, you know, and if you're struggling, if you're part of the group of people who are struggling, my heart goes out to you. I hope it gets better for you. If it's already going fantastically for you, I'm very excited for you. That's always a good thing. I hope it keeps up. So I think for me that, January plans, I don't know, stitch what I want. It's wee wee. I think I'm probably gonna, I don't know that I'll have a specific rotation of what I want to stitch, but it seems to be that 3 or 4 days I'm sticking to a project, and then I'm ready to switch to something else. So it'll be don't know, it'll be a surprise when I record next. I'm hoping it'll be in a couple of weeks, maybe a week, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. Whenever I decide it'll be good to record again is when I'll put another video up. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up my mess, do a little stitching while I have a little bit of time before the kids get up for school, and go about my day. Thank you to everyone for subscribing. I know a lot of you don't last this long, so those of you who are still here, thank you again. I will contact the winners. Hopefully they're in the Happy Mail form. I'll contact the winners for the giveaway, and yeah, we'll keep on keeping on. So don't forget to enjoy your journey. It's not just about the destination. It's the journey in between. So take care, guys. Thanks again.